the mug itself has a very interesting texture on the outside. I really like the feel of this mug in my hands. It's a little bit smaller, so it's a nice sized mug. And like I said, the feel of like the paint that they used or whatever they used on the outside, it feels really nice, especially when the mug is hot, filled with hot coffee. Really nice feeling in the hands. The hand feel of this mug is just so exceptional, that I can, basically just ignore my distaste for any non-Thrawn trilogy movies, and drink coffee from it. And Daisy Ridley, she did a fantastic job acting as Rey. And then, like I said, that well-acted movies, but a good mug. And I really appreciate the feel of the mug in my hand. I can't get over the texture and how much I enjoy that aspect of this mug. Really, really stands out. Two mugs that I'd also like to talk about now are my wife's mugs. So two here. This was given to her by her mom and dad. It says daughter, and in Sinhala here it says Dua. So that means daughter in Sinhala, which is a language that my wife speaks. Unfortunately, I do not, though of course where the future goes with that, I don't know. Would I like to learn that language? Yeah. And every once in a while, do I drink from this cup and then think, oh, I should really learn that language? Yes. So the associated guilt of drinking from this cup isn't always the most positive, but it's a good mug, and it's big. It holds a lot of coffee, so not a bad amount of guilt for the amount of coffee you get out of it. This mug is more of a teacup, but I'm including it because I bought it for Maheshi. M there stands for Maheshi, and I just think it's kind of nice, and quite often I'll serve Maheshi her tea or coffee in this one. Actually, I'll admit that usually I don't do coffee in this one. Usually what I do is teas, but I do stray from that sometimes, and I'll go right into the coffee. I'm not all that strict or anything. I don't even know if she really notices, but it can be important to make those distinctions sometimes between a teacup and a mug for coffee. Life goes on, and we continue to get more mugs as our life progresses, and we don't stop and then forever hold on to just that one mug. With that having said that, there's of course the most classic mug of my lifetime, the HMS Victory mug. So this is the mug I've probably drank from the most in my life, just because I enjoy sipping from victory, or I should say, sipping from the cup of victory every single day if I can. Now I've borderline retired from using this because I don't really compete all that much anymore, so I don't feel that I have deserve to sip from victory as often. But on a special occasion, I will use this old classic. I've been sipping from victory for probably over 20 years now, and hopefully I'll 20 more. Let's just go wild and predict that Mugs 6, whenever it comes out in 2040. Man, that'll be a good time if I'm still sipping from the cup of victory, HMS Victory. Well then, not everything's gonna be all bad. Yeah, oh yeah. Now the cup that I use the most now, Uncle Colum's mug. Look at that cute mug right there. That's my nephew Liam, who I don't want to say he's my only friend. He might be. I think he still thinks I'm pretty cool. He's 7 years old now. In this picture, he's a baby. Now that he's 7, he maybe doesn't think quite as highly of me as he once did, but I still think gosh darn highly of him. And I like to think that we're still friends. He still talks to me. He still chats, and rarely, if ever, gets bored around me, which is usually what happens with most of my friends. Is the boredom sets in, but not good old Liam. He'll just keep on listening to me. What a great friend he has been. Love you, Liam. And so I drink from this probably daily now. Yeah, at least one cup of coffee from the old Uncle Colum's mug. And I enjoy every sip of that. This is a good mug. Feels nice in my hands. It's well sized for my hands. It retains heat very well. Now, this is just a cheap Walmart mug, but there's no advertising on it. There's just sentimentality printed all over it, and only the best kind, right? The kind that goes straight to the heart. And that's the kind that I like the most. Okay, I think that'll sum it up for our mug spectacular, mugstacular. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but mugstacular sounds right to me. Think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you will learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue cold moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned?
Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the color of the wind? Can you paint with all the color of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brother. The heron and the otter are my friend. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does this sycamore grow? If you cut it down, you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. Now whether we are white or copper skin, you need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. You need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.